This video is on the setup of the distillation apparatus as part of the Woods to Wheels biomass to ethanol program. There's a kit available for this. You may have received that. As part of this video, we'll look at what's in the kit and what you need to supply to do the project. First off, we're going to start out with a hot plate. Hot plate needs to be supplied by you. That's not part of the kit. This can be, if you don't have one in your classroom, check with maybe some other departments in your school, or your ISD may be able to provide one as well. If not, you can go with a hot plate for home use. Can be used, but do not use Bunsen burners or anything with flame as you're dealing with ethanol, which is a flammable product. Also, that's included in the kit are your stands and your clamps to be able to hold your apparatus in place. Okay. We're going to start out that we're going to need a 500 milliliter flat bottom flask. Go ahead and put that on the hot plate. Also, we put some boiling chips in. In the kit was supplied in a little sample pack like this. There's more than enough to do several experiments. You only need 5 or 6 chips for each experiment. Next, you're going to need the reducing adapter. Goes in on top. And then the Claisen adapter goes on top of that. As you assemble this, the kit came with a number of the clamps to hold the joints together. So here's where we'll use our first one. Your kit also came with 2 thermometer adapters. The first one we're going to use right here. Put it in so where it's in the straight all the way on down in. Your thermometer is going to go in and come down and measure the temperature at the top of the flask. Okay, next we're going to add our distilling column. I've already preloaded the glass beads within the distilling column. The glass beads do come with the kit. Assemble that next. Take down the fixture. Once again, use the blue clamp. Everything's all snug up in here. We're not going to have anything falling over, tipping over. All right. Next, we're going to go ahead and use the 75-degree distillation adapter. One here at the top. And once again, we're going to use a blue clip. The second thermometer adapter goes in here at the top. Next, we're going to go ahead and use our jacketed distillation column. It's in here. Once again, blue clips. Put this in place. Fixture. Last of the glassware is going to be the 105-degree distillation adapter. This part right here. It'll fit on the end. And yes, once again, blue clip. Secure this in the stand right here. Okay, the glassware portion of the ethanol apparatus is complete at this point in time. Your kit comes with 10 feet of hose. You can cut this as you need to work within your lab. The hose from the water source goes on the bottom fitting, and the drain goes on the top. We're going to be using a graduated cylinder, and we're going to start out using this a little bit backwards. We're going to turn it upside down and use the bottom as the base. So we'll go ahead and get this fixed up in here. Graduated cylinder is not included in the kit, but there are 2 thermometers included in the kit. The shorter one comes here, up here at the top. That's going to measure the vapors at the top of the column. The longer thermometer goes in the bottom. Will measure the temperature in the flask. The last glassware, and this is not included within the kit, are small test tubes. We can put these test tubes right here at the outlet of the distillation apparatus and use the upside down graduated cylinder as a base. You're going to collect in the first 2 milliliters, then the next 2 milliliters. So you'll need 2 small test tubes for that. We'll go ahead and later check those for ethanol content. As you do that, get ready to put the next one in so you're not dripping any the ethanol out. Once you've collected your 2 samples, go ahead and use this same graduated cylinder or a different one. You're going to go ahead and continue to collect the rest of the ethanol through the end of the experiment. Okay, for the experiment itself, we're going to go ahead and put in the glucose solution in the flask. Go ahead and turn your hot plate on. Be very careful as you're bringing it up to a boil. Once it gets to a boil, that you'll see that if it boils too hard and too fast, you'll actually be pushing some water up to the reflux column through the jacketed column, and you get a real dilute ethanol output. Okay. We're going to monitor the top thermometer. We're taking a look at that. Ethanol boils at 173 Fahrenheit or 78 degrees Celsius approximately. And we're going to maintain that. You'll start seeing the temperature start rising. And once the temperature starts rising up into the mid-90s, we're pretty much well at water at that point with this water vapor. So that's the time to cut off the experiment. Okay.